spot where over 800 smiling members of our family enter the park to make sure you have a good day and a fun time here at Six Flags. Let's just take a second to say hey to one another. Now, you keep hearing me mention family, because that's what we are. And there ain't since opening day back in 1967. But down on the left, we're coming up on one that has. While many others have come and gone, the Dahlonega mine train has been here since the beginning. Named after the Dahlonega, Georgia gold rush of 1828, which just happened to be the very first gold rush in these here United States. The mine train was the park's biggest roller coaster until the addition of the Great American Scream Machine way back in 1973, when the Cotton States Exposition was added to the park. On up past the mine train is Bugs Bunny Boomtown. Old-timers like me might remember when the section consisted of the Spanish Fort and later the Horror Cave. But in 1908... coming up to one of my favorite places in the whole park, our engine shed. When I get parked in here, I know it's time for me to get cleaned up, get fed, get some rest, so I'll be at my tip-top best to tour you nice folks all around the park. Here on the right, where the Dodge City bumper cars lived for 43 years, you'll now see Justice League, Battle for Metropolis. And up in the skies of Metropolis, you can see Superman Ultimate Flight shooting up to 115 feet at speeds of over 60 miles per hour, which is way faster than this old locomotive can get up to these days. I'll just stick to my cruising speed of 10 miles per hour. In 2017, Metropolis replaced the Cotton State section, which was once home to favorites like Momo the Monster and Hunt. Now, we all have those family members that refuse to age gracefully. And in 2016, one of our own huts worked on. Just here on the right where my old friend Z-Force used to live, what used to be called Ninja. After a facelift and name change, we now call her Blue Hawk. But she still takes you upside down 5 times. In comparison, this here train you're on right now takes you upside down 0 times. To your right, standing 200 feet in the air, is Skyscreamer. In 2013, this tall tower was called in to relieve the wheel, which got moved in from USA section back in 1945 to replace the Drunken Barrels when they got too inebriated to continue on. Skyscreamer lives in the Lickskillet section, which became an addition of our family back in 1968. In 2019, the former home of Whistle Stop Park and Deja Vu was transformed into the Scream Punk District. Now, I'm old and don't know what Scream Punk means, but I do know that when you add a 15-story pendulum at 70 miles per hour, it becomes pandemonium. Here to the right, you're going to see folks are coming and going to and from Thunder River. Them folks always look a lot more soggy when they were going. Back when I began driving guests around these tracks, that ride was called Jean Ribaud's Adventure, and you actually got in over to the left, where you now see the Coca-Cola hydration station. But back in 1982, the ride was revamped, and Thunder River has been soaking y'all ever since. Now just for a second, imagine we're back in 1980. Your hair is feathered and your Jordache jeans are skin tight. Six Flags over Georgia has been open just over a decade. We have already seen expansion at Lickskillet and Cotton States. But y'all guests were still begging for more. So that season came the addition of Jolly Rogers Island and its signature ride, the Flying Dutchman. That pirate theme stuck around until 1997, when those dastardly swashbucklers were blasted out of the sea by a Caped Crusader with no patience for those who commit crime. So now, over to your right, you will see Gotham City, home of the Joker Chaos Coaster, Catwoman Whip, and of course, Batman. Listen, those from the USA section, read sometimes you've got to lose to gain. We've gained a lot. And I'm not talking about all the weight I gained when they switched me to a diesel engine back in 2005. But anyway, to the left, standing high in the air with 3 inversions, is Dad. She joined us back in 2011, daring guests to take that 95-foot drop. To your right, you can see the historic ride that opened in 1978 as the world's first triple-loop roller coaster, the Riddler's Mindbender. Once part of Jolly Roger's Island, back when he was just called plain old Mindbender, he was the only survivor of the Gotham City takeover in 1997. When the park opened in 1967, some people say the most popular ride had to be the Log Jamboree. I would say the most popular ride had to be the Six Flags Railroad, but I digress. The log ride was so popular that in 1968, an additional flume had to be added to meet the demand of guests who wanted to ride. You can see that second flume is still right there for you to enjoy today. The original flume was removed in 1990 to make room for Rage and Rivers until 1998, when that flume became a flame called Georgia Scorcher. Now we're coming up under a coaster so huge, such a giant, that 2 rides had to be closed to make room for it. Back in 2005, we lost 2 long-time favorites, the Looping Starship and the Great Gasp. But in return, received what is arguably the most popular ride at Six Flags over Georgia today, Goliath. There were many who grumbled when the Great Gasp was torn down, as its imposing tower in the sky excitedly marked guests' impending arrival to Six Flags. But those grumblings quickly turned to shrieks of excitement in the spring of 2006, when the first trips on Goliath were taken. As I mentioned, in 1998, Rage and Rivers closed to make way for a ride to get on your feet for, the Georgia Scorcher. Joining the family in 1999, the Scorcher is one of only 2 standing coasters in the Southeast. So put your feet to the fire and stand up for one of Six Flags over Georgia's hottest rides. If you keep looking to your right and down through the trees, eventually you will see the Six Flags Promenade where you start and end your day with us. The front gate area was remodeled in 1998 to include shops and a brand new fountain. The promenade saw a little recent change when we lost Six Flags Marketplace to Coaster Candy in the Great Sugar Rush of 2017. Down past the promenade is the coastal section. From 1967 to 2017, this area was called the British section and was home to old favorites like the Highland Swings, Tondy's Tavern, and Piccadilly Suites. Now here we are, back at the Marthasville train station, a little bridge in Georgia history. Once called Terminus, has marked the end of the Western and Atlantic train line. The name was changed to Marthasville in 1842, and then finally, in 1845, became known as the Great City of Atlanta. So, if this is the end of the line for you, gather your belongings, wait for the train to come to a complete stop, then listen for my whistle to signal the all clear. Then you will be free to exit the train. I hope you enjoyed the trip and have a great rest of your day here at Six Flags over Georgia.
Wait for the loud horn and you may exit, but please wait for the loud horn. Please wait till the ride. I said ride. Please wait till the train comes to a complete stop. Then wait for the loud horn and you may exit, but please wait for the loud horn. Please do not stand up till you hear the loud horn.